Now, I served the last 2 years on several subcommittees here at the City of Phoenix, one of them being the Transportation Subcommittee. And as you know, we are strong advocates here for Fit Phoenix to create the healthiest city in the country. Those two programs come together with Phoenix's bike share program. We have Joe Perez, the City of Phoenix bicycle coordinator, with us. Now, Joe, one of the many goals is to create a multimodal city. Light rail, obviously buses, walking trails, and of course bike lanes.
Yes.
And it's a perfect time to be talking about a bike share program for Phoenix.
Right. Phoenix is ready for a bike share program. We are going to have 500 bikes by the beginning of summer to roll out for our citizens and residents to use to connect to the bus, connect to the train, connect to any other sort of facility they want to go, come downtown to the city, go to a library, go to a place of business, go to work, etc. Go to a restaurant.
So 500 bicycles, 50 locations.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So one near, especially the people right here in downtown Phoenix.
Yes, it's going to be fantastic. I mean, now people will be able to leave their car at home and take the bus and take the train and ride the bike. It's going to be a way for people to make new choices, start new habits, and clean the environment, clean up our air, do more for the environment, more for the city.
Now, after a fair and transparent process, we finally have a vendor
Yes.
that has won the contract for this bike share program right here in Phoenix. What can you tell us about the vendor?
So the vendor is a company called CycleHop. They have invested in our partners in a company called Social Bicycles. Social Bicycles is providing the bicycle technology. Another company called SandVault is doing the software. There's going to be solar. All these bikes are solar powered for the communication to the home base. There's no trenching needed here. There's no power meters. It's very light on the infrastructure. There's only a couple of bolt down points. This rack that can hold 5 bicycles only has 4 bolt down points, so it's really fast to install and really fast to move if we need to move this. So if we had an issue with a underground pipe, we could very quickly move these out of the way to access the pipe.
Okay. Now tell us how this works.
So this is a really neat system. It's got a solar powered keypad back here. It's the solar power runs the batteries in the system. So when you first walk up to the bike, you simply press in your membership number and hit the check mark. Now the system is going to look for my membership, and I already have a bike checked out over here, so it's probably not going to give us any access, so I'll need to lock this bike up over here. Once the system verifies that you're a member, it'll ask you to enter a PIN number, and then you enter a PIN number and you hit the check marks, and then it unlocks itself.
Now, there will be a kiosk in place where people can sign up for their membership, correct?
Yes.
Now, what are the fees for that?
So as a walk-up member for the first time for 1 day use, it's $5 a day. You get an hour for free to ride as much as you want, up to an hour for free, and then after that there's charges that apply. You could ride 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at lunch, and 19 minutes in the afternoon to make 59 or 60 minutes. If you go over an hour, then it's about $5 for a half hour, and it's prorated. And there's right now the prediction is that there will be only a maximum charge of $25. So if you ride the bike for 3, 4, 5 hours, the most you'll be charged for 1 day is $25.
So it's good for tourists. We've all been to other places throughout the country. We have friends and families from all over the country, right?
Yes,
so we've
sir.
seen a bike share program in Denver, for example, Washington, D.C., Boston, and now Phoenix.
Now Phoenix.
So it's to encourage people to live a healthier lifestyle, get around by bicycle, and this is a really great way to do it. Now you mentioned some of the solar power that is on these bicycles. What can you tell us about that?
So the solar panel here runs the batteries, it runs the system of communication back and forth to the satellite. The front hub is a generator hub, and that powers the front light and the rear light. The rear of the bicycle has 3 speeds, and the solar power that will be here for the payment system also runs the batteries in the kiosk. So it's really light on the environment. One of the things I also needed to mention from before is that if you want to join for the year, it's $79 for the year. That works out to 20 cents a day if you ride the bike every day, or 25 cents for 5 days a week. So, and there's even a month in between the day membership and the year membership. You can ride it for a month for $30 a month.
Okay. Now, just a couple of really nice features on this bicycle. You mentioned that for those who want to walk into a coffee shop or a convenience store, there's a fear that when they come out, their bicycle won't be there.
Right.
There's a system here that really alleviates that fear. Tell us about that.
Yes, absolutely. So, one of the things about bike share is that this is called bike share. It's not bike keep. So when you ride the bike, you lock it up, and you walk into a place of business, the bike is available for someone else to ride with their own membership number. And so if you're really just going to be inside a place for a minute or two, you can press hold on the bike, press the U-lock into the lock, and the bike will not be able to be rented by anybody else except you when you enter your own PIN number. Now the clock still ticks, so it takes time off your hour. So you want to get in there and get out of there as fast as you can, and then unlock the bike and go on your way.
Okay. Now for those that experience a repair issue, like a flat tire for an example, what do they do then?
So if you have a flat tire and the bike is unlocked, you simply press the repair button here. The repair button will blink, and you press the U-lock in at a bike rack. It notifies grid bikes the bike needs a repair, and they'll come out and check it out with their technician. They'll see if it needs air in the tires, or maybe the shifting is off, or the brake isn't working, or the basket is. So they'll come out, and if they can fix it in the field, they'll fix it right away. If they can't fix it in the field, they'll tow it with a bicycle or hopefully an electric vehicle back to their home base.
Now, this is an exciting program. A lot of people will have a lot of fun on our way of creating a healthier city, a multimodal city. Thank you for your commitment. Tell our viewers when this will be operational one more time.
So we're looking to have this ready to go in the third week of April, somewhere between April 20th and April 26th.
2014.
2014, that's right, this year. 200 bicycles at 20 locations in the first rollout in April, and then another 300 bicycles at 30 more locations by the end of May, be early Memorial Day. So we'll have 500 bicycles at 50 locations, that's phase one. And then phase two, the system will be expanding into Mesa and Tempe, and we'll be bringing more bikes to Phoenix as well in phase 2.5, phase 3.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, Joe. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you very much.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode of DTV. Please feel free to call my office, send an email, or visit phoenix.gov/District 5. And you can connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.